In 2016, John Mills, fed up with all of the hate and violence in the world, decided to create a painting method so powerful that anyone, regardless of who they are, what they believe in or whatever disabilities they may have, could use to ejaculate beautiful images onto canvas. To spurt, spew and explode color deep inside the fabric. All it takes is a dream in your heart, some beer, and the willingness to ejaculate exactly what you want to see, without fear of what people will think. Because if you do that, no matter what you paint, it will be beautiful. That is the drunken painting method.
That's right. That's right, bitches. Get that over there. Lay the hammer down. Hi there again, everybody. My name is John Mills, and I am the... Fuck, the burp didn't come. Anyway, my name is the Drunken Nerd Painter. So anyway, today we're going to be doing another fantasy image for you guys, using my drunken painting method. Now, what is the drunken painting method? The drunken painting method is a method of painting in which I developed that allows anyone and everyone with a desire in their heart to imprint something onto canvas to ejaculate their heart's desire. There are no special rules, no special paint brushes you need, special paints, special techniques, nothing like that. If you've ever wanted to explode an image onto canvas, but you felt like you didn't have the abilities or that you weren't gifted, this painting method is for you. Now, real quickly, before we get started, let me go over what we'll be ejaculating on this canvas here today. Now, like I said, we're going to be doing another fantasy image. Now, this time, we're going to fucking tear shit up. I've got a sweet fucking image in mind, right? So let's lay down the background first. We're going to have this big motherfucking moon up here, right? Big ass fucking moon. Sweet sky. It's going to be more of like a night image right here. It's going to be a night scene. In front of that big fucking moon is going to be a gigantic sweet ass mountain, okay? In front of that, a water source, like a lake, river, ocean, something like that. Now, below that, two big ass motherfucking trees. One right here and one right here. Okay? God damn, that shit was like 2 minutes late. But anyway, at least it came out. Now, in the foreground, or excuse me, let me stop right there. Up here, flying over the fucking moon, is Odin on a fucking 8-legged horse chariot. Okay? In front of the fucking lake, river, ocean, or whatever, we're going to have Thor raising his fucking hammer up in the air, looking all fucking badass and shit. And then right here in the foreground, which I think will be our focal point, is going to be a hot-ass fucking big boot chick with her fucking hand on the big-ass tree. So So anyway, let's lay the hammer down on this son of a bitch. And also, too, before we get started, check out the description box below. You know, you might be able to win this painting. Or if you'd like a custom painting, we're totally doing that shit too. I will paint for you live on this tiny ass fucking canvas. But that's totally optional. You do what you want. So, let me get the camera set up, and we're going to lay the hammer down here. Drink a Coors Light today, which is pretty much my standard drink. But anyway, let's lay some paint on this canvas. So like I said, we're doing a dark ass background. So I'm thinking we're going to ejaculate some of this fucking black onto my palette. So let's ejaculate some fucking purple. We're going to use a dark purple. That ain't purple. That looks like purple to me. If you have any questions or comments, or you want to say something here or there, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer. Fuck, I need some blue up in that shit. Let's squirt some fucking blue in there. And I'm going to show you something right here. I ain't over mixing this fucking shit. Just give it a good once over and fucking go with it. So anyway, let's do our fucking background. Oh, goddamn, I heard the fucking sound. It was a goddamn job update, you motherfuckers. Y'all save that shit till later. I'm trying to listen to the music, son. Just start fucking squirting and ejaculating it everywhere. And we're going to go back into this and add some streaks of different color just to fucking flavor that shit. Let me explode some water onto my brush here just to wet that shit up. Don't want too much. It may look black as night to you, but it's got a little bit of a different shade to it. You can see them fucking purples and blues and shit in there. Just fucking do that shit right there. Oh, alright. Now, I got me some fucking lavender color here, right? So I'm going to squirt some fucking lavender on my palette. I'm also going to take some more of that fucking blue. Just squirt that too. I tell you what, I'm feeling some red too. Let's do some red. I'm going to take the fucking 1-inch brush here. I'm going to start with that fucking lavender color. And we're just going to put some fucking streaks here and there. Nothing crazy because we're going to go in there and blend this shit out. Let me go to that blue. Now this is a dark blue. And just fucking lay that shit in there too. Then I'm going to go to my red. Now my red I ain't going to go too fucking hard on. Just keep that kind of towards the top, maybe up here. We're going to lay in some fucking clouds too, don't you worry about this. This right here is just giving texture to the sky and shit. Fucking like that shit right there. Alright, I'm going to take that big ass brush and clean it off. So dry fucking shit at it. And just start fucking doing this shit right here. And you're going to see all them fucking colors just explode and ejaculate into each other. Oh, I like that. God damn, I'm proud of myself. Fucking proud of myself. That's pretty sweet. Now, we don't want to go too crazy on these clouds, but I'm going to use a really light lavender color, and I'm going to ejaculate some fucking white into it. May even explode a little bit of water, too. Let me show you where I mix this shit up right now. There we go. It's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to take that fucking lavender ass color, and we're going to make a couple stringy clouds here. Oh, hell yeah. God damn. Giving myself an erection right now. Alright. Fuck it, let's put one of these stringy clouds up here too. And it's gonna blend because this paint's still wet. It's gonna blend with some of that fucking background color. That's cool. I'll tell you what, we should do a little stringy bastard right here. Nothing crazy. Just let them float out like that. Now I'm gonna take that fucking 2-inch brush again and clean that bitch up. I want it dry as fuck. Alright, so we're just gonna very lightly, one time. One fucking time. There you go, that's it. No more than that. Alright. Now, we may not necessarily be done with this fucking sky right here, but we're going to leave it at that for now. So let's concentrate on our water source. Now, we're working with a night scene here. And I'm thinking this fucking 1-inch brush is probably going to be our best option here. So, I'm liking that lavender color, so I'm going to ejaculate a little bit more of that lavender onto my palette. And I'm going to explode some white into it. Let me tell you something. If you've ever wanted to paint a picture in your life before, but you were afraid to because you didn't think it would turn out good, the drunken painting method is for you. Because we use our heart and our balls with it. That's all we need. If you put your entire heart and your entire ball sack into it, no matter what you paint, it will always be beautiful. That's what the drunken painting method is all about. It's ejaculating your heart's desire. Let's get a little more paint up on this bitch. Oh. Fuck it, let's squirt a little bit more. Oh, I like that shit right there. Now I'm gonna explode a little bit of white onto my palette here. In the drunken painting method, we use alcohol to build courage. If you're tentative or scared, have yourself a sip. If you're having a hard time pushing your fucking brush to the palette, or excuse me, your brush to the canvas, have yourself another sip. That's how we do it in the John Mills style. We lay the hammer down, and we don't give a shit about what people say or what people think, because we ejaculate exactly what our heart desires. We're not sitting here trying to paint a picture that we think people will like, or that we think we can sell or some shit like that. We paint a picture of something that we want to see, and we do it without fear. If what you want to see is fucking weird as shit, and you think people will look down on it, you need to paint that shit, because that's exactly what's in this motherfucker right here. So ejaculate your heart's desire onto canvas. Let's explode some grass into this son of a bitch. Now, I ain't going too crazy with the grass. I'm not going to darken it or nothing. I just got me some regular ass green here. Okay. Just clean the old 2-inch brush off. Just fucking tap that shit into the bristles. And start squirting. And we're doing it right up to the water line here. We're going to go back in here afterwards, and we're going to ejaculate some dirt, okay? So we will cover this shit up. Just start fucking squirting that shit everywhere. Dry the old brush off, come over and clean. Start fucking doing this shit right here. start fucking squirting and ejaculating that shit all over the place. That's all you gotta do. No fear. If you're scared to paint, the drunken painting method is for you. Okay then. Now we gotta start adding some fucking textures and shit to that grass ass area. So, we got a lot of light and shit there. What I want to do is add a little bit of dark. So I got my fucking green here. I'm going to ejaculate some of this black into it. I'm going to go with the palette knife here. Just mix that shit together. Give yourself a different value of green, a dark ass value. Ejaculate a little bit of it onto your knife and just start fucking cutting it. And you want to do this relatively fast if you're using acrylic like I am, because we're going to go back in this son of a bitch and we're going to fucking scrape that shit out and blend those colors together. Go back to our 2-inch brush. Dry it off as much as you can. Still going to be a little bit of moisture to it. And just start fucking doing that shit right there. Alright. Now we want some light areas. So I got some of this white and I'm going to mix it with the green. I'm going to do the same shit over here on this side, because our sun, or excuse me, our moon is going to be sort of in the right-hand corner of the sky, so it's going to be shining off and blocked a little bit by that mountain. So we need a little bit of a light area up in that bitch. Like I said, we're just fucking adding texture and shit right here. Okay, I like that shit. Okay then. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to ejaculate a fucking moon into the sky. Now, typically what we would want to do is we would want to let this layer dry if we're using acrylics, okay? We want to let this fucking layer dry, but we don't have luxury of that because, you know, we're putting on a fucking show here. So then, we're going to give it a second. We're going to come over here and we're going to lay that fucking layer. Alright. Now, let's lay that fucking moon up in that bitch. Now, I want a bright ass fucking moon, right? I'm gonna lay a fucking base coat on it. How about some bats? Well, we're putting fucking Odin in front of the moon. We might throw a bat or two up in that bitch. That ain't a bad idea. We're gonna lay a base coat here of yellow. Now, yellow's gonna mix with some of that fucking black and shit. Alright? Hey, let me know if the fucking music's too loud and you can't hear my voice over and shit, because it's kind of hard to test this. But anyway, we're going to lay one big fucking moon up in this bitch. Big motherfucker. Right here. I'm talking about big as fuck. And we're just going to ejaculate it on there with our finger. Oh, we're going bigger. We're going bigger, motherfuckers. Alright, so I'm going to come back here. Actually, no, let me blend that out a little more. Actually, I think we need that son of a bitch good. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. Kind of want it off this way a little bit, because that fucking, you're still going to see the moon. We're putting the mountain in front of that son of a bitch, but you're still going to see the fucking moon. God damn, it's like the fucking moon's about to fucking explode into Earth. Alright. Now, I'm going to ejaculate some fucking orange here, which I totally don't have. Didn't pick that up from the store. So I'm going to take some of this red and mix it with the yellow. And we're going to go up in this son of a bitch and start scraping this shit in there too. I'm going to come back in after this with the fucking paintbrush. I got a lot of fucking paint up on this bitch. A lot of fucking paint. Alright, so we're going to take our fan brush here and start fucking doing this shit right here. Alright. Now, let's ejaculate some white in here. Not a whole lot. And hell, you may not even fucking see it that good, but we're going to ejaculate a little bit of white into the middle. A little bit more. Alright, that's it. That's all I'm fucking doing right there. Alright. Oh shit! We're having the first beer. Let me go re-up while this at least dries a little bit, because we gotta put some fucking mountains in that bitch. I'll be back. Alright. Now, I think we're going to explode our fucking mountains in there, okay? So, now our mountains. We need a dark color, but something that's going to differentiate itself from the background. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take some of this fucking blue, right? We're going to use that as our mountain color. Okay. God damn, this stream's been going for how long? God damn, I'm way up in this bitch. What time is it? This motherfucker ain't been going on for about 25 minutes. I want you this far? I better slow the fuck up. Either that or we gonna add a lot of shit to this fucking paint. Anyway, so figure out where you want your fucking mountains to be, right? Now we're gonna be going through this wet paint. Typically when you're doing this shit at home yourself, let that shit dry. Alright? But like I said, we don't have the luxury of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our general shape here, okay? So we don't want too big of a fucking mountain. And we're going to start scraping off a lot of this undercolor right here. Put herself a sweet fucking blue mountain in that bitch. Look at that. You can do this shit too. All you need is a dream in your heart, some fucking beer, and the desire to ejaculate that dream all over canvas. That's all you need. Let's take a 1-inch brush. Dry that bitch off as good as you can. You got Budweiser? Well, I'm drinking the old standby. Got Coors Light. I hate these fucking cans like this. These are the fucking cans that look like bottles, but they're just cans. They got the screw top. I couldn't even do my cool thing at the beginning where I pop the top and beer explodes everywhere, which sucks, but I didn't want to stop at like 3 different places on the way home from going to town, so fuck it, I just got these. The good news is I got enough to get tore the fuck up, I know that. But anyway, we're going to start scraping this shit out. just take the paint that you ejaculated on the canvas and just start fucking smearing it everywhere. Now that paint in the middle is going to be a little lighter than everything else because we're going through that shit that's up underneath it. But that's okay. Maybe that fucking moon is just so fucking badass that the fucking light beams are just ejaculating their way through the actual stone of the mountain. Just use your imagination. I think that looks pretty good right there. That ain't bad. Got a sweet little mountain in there, or at least the background of it. Now then, let me go over here and just kind of correct this a little bit. Now we ain't worrying about the bottom here too much because we are going to put a tree line there to cover up the base of that mountain. Let's change the music here. Alright. So let's ejaculate some fucking highlights on the side of this mountain. And I think we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to use white and then an insanely light blue. So, let's squirt some fucking white onto my palette here. If I can find the tube of white. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. So let's do the highlight side first. And we're just going to take some of this fucking white, right? And just start fucking doing this shit right here. We're going to keep it kind of simple, you know what I mean? We ain't going to go fucking crazy on this shit. Just fucking do that shit right there. Same thing over here. Just start fucking ejaculating snow all over the mountain. Let's see. Hey, it's close to Halloween. How about some pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns? No, we're going to keep the jack-o'-lanterns and shit out of there. Should do a Halloween-themed next stream. Well, that's 2 suggestions for it. I mean, I'll think about it. Let me put it that way. I had thought about doing a Christmas stream for sure. Like having a badass Santa with like, you know, like kind of like Odin's going to be in this painting with like being drawn by like fucking rams and shit. With like sword and like a fucking machine gun or something. That'd be a sweet fucking painting right there. No doubt. I'll think about that Halloween stream though. Maybe like do a horror themed painting or something. You know what I mean? That's certainly a possibility. I will keep that shit in mind. Alright, so we got our highlight sides there. Let's ejaculate some fucking shadow sides, okay? So I got that same fucking blue I used to make the back of the mountains. I'm going to squirt some fucking white into that shit. Just kind of mix that shit all together. Nothing crazy. And we just got this light ass fucking blue. And it's going to contrast real good with that fucking dark ass blue behind it. But we ain't going to go fucking ape shit on this stuff. We're just going to lay the fucking color on it and not fucking overdo it, you know what I mean? I got some green in it, that ain't gonna work. Just ejaculate some shit right there. That looks pretty good. There we go. Squirt some fucking shadows there too. See if I can get some more white up in this bitch. Just squirt some more fucking white right there. There we go. Because there's gonna be fucking light exploding and ejaculating all over the fucking place with that big ass moon in the background. Oh, let's see. Oh, hell yeah. A horror painting sounds awesome. Yeah, I can do that. I have to think about it, though, to figure out what the fuck I'm going to paint. Maybe like have a badass wizard, like, fucking exploding ghosts and shit. I don't fucking know. Goddamn, I'm half drunk now. I'm sorry. I barely touched the beer, too. Shit. Alright, so. That's looking pretty fucking good right now. Now, before we go any further, we're going to give this a chance to kind of, dry just a little bit. I'm going to show you my reference painting. I always do a reference image before I do either a live stream or I do an episode of the Drunken Nerd Painter. This is the reference right here. I always do it on a dry erase board. So, let me squirt this fucking camera back. Alright, so this is the reference image right here. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see it. And that's done on a dry erase board. So, obviously up here we got the big ass fucking moon, right? Sweet mountains in front of it. Little tree line right here. Got this big ass tree right here with the fucking big boob chick right here, right? We got, I'm looking at the camera while I'm pointing because I can't see it. That's Odin up there in the fucking eight-legged horse chariot. And then that right there is Thor holding his hammer up. So, hopefully that's what we're going for. Hopefully. But let me tell you something, with the drunken painting method, you can do things like this. You can fucking do shit like this with the drunken painting method. You can have absolutely no skill whatsoever. You can have no skill whatsoever. If you apply my method of drunken painting, you can achieve anything. There it goes. You can fucking achieve anything with my drunken painting method. All you need is a desire to do it, and then fucking do it. And if you use my philosophies, you can achieve anything that you want on this canvas. Just fucking do it! Now then, I think we need to ejaculate our tree line in there, okay? So our tree line is going to be right here, right? Now the tree line is meant, it sort of has cover up, right? So we're covering up the base of the mountain and the fucking purple ass ocean here, right? So it's more like molding. If you were using molding in your house or trim, you cover up seams with it. I picture a shield in her other hand. We can do that. The only thing with that is her other hand is going to be on the fucking tree. So I might be able to do a shield, but the shield's going to be on the back of the hand poking out the tree. But I might do that actually. That's something else we can fucking add to it. So let's do that fucking tree line. So I'm thinking of, we're using real dark colors here. Actually, let me get the fucking camera here where you can see some shit. No sense in doing this if you can't see shit. So let's put that tree line in there, okay? So what I'm thinking here, I'm thinking about using that straight green. Let's just stick with that green, and then we're going to use some fucking lime-ass green to squirt and ejaculate the highlights onto it. And man, we're running out of green. God damn. Come on, green. I don't want to have to make green. A little bit more. There we go. Good enough. Alright, now this is a job for the John Mills tiny fan brush. Tiny fan brush. It's just like the big fan brush, except tiny. So we're going to ejaculate a shitload of this fucking green. We're just going to smear it all over that fucking tiny fan brush, right? Now let's go up in here. Just start fucking doing this shit right here. And you're going to fucking squirt and ejaculate thousands of trees with just a few strokes. You saw Bob Ross do this. It's no joke. You can ejaculate thousands of trees at once. You have that power. You have unlimited power upon this son of a bitch. And you especially have unlimited power when you're using my drunken painting method. Because you can fucking paint anything you want. With no skill. you put enough heart and balls into it, you will always create beautiful pictures. And I've heard this song before. I'm trying to figure out where I've heard it before. See if we can ejaculate some more green out of this too. A little bit. That's enough. Excellent. Now, on the bottom here, we're gonna fucking squirt and ejaculate some bushes and shit. Just to clean that bottom area up. There we go. God damn, that looks pretty fucking good. Let's see. Almost sounded like a song in the movie Up. The beginning sounded like it at least. I've actually never song in the movie Up. I've never actually seen that movie. But I know that I've fucking heard this song somewhere. I can't place where the fuck I've heard it. Or maybe it just sounds like something that I've heard before. Alright, so I got this light ass green, right? So I'm gonna alternate colors here. I got a light ass green and I got a fucking yellow. I haven't posted this on Twitter or nothing, but there is going. October 29th is Bob Ross's birthday, and there is going to be a tribute episode of the Drunken Nerd Painter to celebrate his birthday. So, and I haven't posted that anywhere. It's going to be a lot different than normal because, you know, trying to pay tribute to somebody. We're not trying to sit there and talk about drinking and fucking boobs and stuff. So. It's going to be a tribute to Bob Ross. It'll be out October 29th. I'm just kind of in the process of making it right now. And right here, we're just ejaculating some fucking highlights and shit on these big ass trees in the background. We ain't hitting this shit at random. We're putting a little bit of thought into it. I mean, you know, you're free to do what the fuck you want, but I ain't hitting this at random. I'm putting a little bit of thought into it. Not a whole lot of thought, but I'm putting a little bit in it. That's a sweet song. So with this fucking yellow color, right? Just had a thought, how about a bush on each side? You know, I could do that. But then it kind of looks like somebody's fucking house. Like you got the fucking circle bushes on the outside, like right in the front of their houses. So we're going to leave that out. But you know what? I'm still going to take your suggestion about the shield. The shield was actually a pretty good idea. So we may actually do that. Of course, sadly, the big boob chick is one of the last things that we're going to end up painting on here. Other than, you know, adding in some finer details here and there. But alright, we got ourselves a sweet fucking tree line. Alright, actually no, before we move on, hold up just a second. We need to add some fucking shadows and shit. Now I'm gonna thin this fucking paint down, right? I'm gonna thin the shit out of this fucking green paint. I'm gonna go up here on the bottom and I'm gonna fucking squirt and ejaculate highlights on the bushes that are in front of those trees. There we go. Now that shit looks good. Actually, I'm going to give you a little close-up here. I don't know how well you can see that. But that's some fucking tree lines. Actually, listen to that song and look at the picture. It fits. Dude, that totally fits. That song and that picture. That totally fucking fits. Just saying. It's kind of like that fucking, I forgot what record it was, but the record that you can play along with not Alice in Wonderland, with, you know, the Tin Man and shit. You know, there's that CD you can play along with, and it matches up with the movie perfectly. Anyway, we have this right here. So, we're going to take a very, very short break, like 3-minute break, and we're going to come right back. And when we come back, we may ejaculate a fucking sweet Odin in the moon or in the sky. But stick with me. We'll be back very shortly.
In 2016, John Mills, fed up with all of the hate and violence in the world, decided to create a painting method so powerful that anyone, regardless of who they are, what they believe in or whatever disabilities they may have, could use to ejaculate beautiful images onto canvas. To spurt, spew and explode color deep inside the fabric. All it takes is a dream in your heart, some beer, and the willingness to ejaculate exactly what you want to see, without fear of what people will think. Because if you do that, no matter what you paint, it will be beautiful. That is the drunken painting method.
Down on this motherfucker. All right. Okay, next. Let me pull this fucking camera out a little bit. Now, the next thing we need to do is we actually need to go ahead and draw Odin in the moon up here, which is still a little tacky. So, I tell you what, it's probably not a good idea. So, what else can we paint right now? I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give this an opportunity to dry a little bit more, because you don't want to be doing little fine detail shit and mixing through other paint. So, you know what? Actually, fuck that. We're going to go ahead and do it. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to wipe my fucking palette off. Okay? So I'm just going to take all the fucking colors off my palette. Now, the colors we're going to need. We're going to need some fucking sweet ass brown. So I'm going to squirt some fucking brown into my palette here. We're probably going to need some of that white too. So let me squirt some of that fucking white on there. Uh-oh. Got some fucking white here. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take a fucking script liner brush. Okay? Let me show you the script liner brush. Actually, this is a super fine detail. This is a new John Mills brush. Let me get a little closer right there. That's a super fine detail brush. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to make Odin's chariot first. Now, Odin has a fucking badass chariot that is drawn by an 8-legged horse. So let's make that fucking chariot first. So we're just going to fucking squirt tons of brown into the script liner. We're going to watch ourselves here. We ain't going to put our hand in no fucking paint. Now let's make the sweet wheel first. Now it ain't going to be a ton of detail in this. You're just going to see, you know, a general shape. Alright? Alright, so that's a general shape. Now let's throw some spokes up on that bitch. Alright, there's some spokes. Actually, I'm going to get a little bit closer because we're doing such a small picture here. Let me get it where you can see this fucking shit. There we go. That'll give you a little bit better view. Now, let's go over them spokes a little bit just to get some more color up in that shit. Now, Odin's chariot. Alright. We're going to add some black and shit to that too, but we're just trying to get kind of a general outline. Now, the chariot is drawn by an 8-legged horse, so we need a little indication of some rope. There's some fucking rope. And let's go ahead and use this brown also to make the horse. So, obviously, it's at his neck. And then we need a sweet tail on. Head. Like I said, we'll go back in here in a minute and put finer the details in there. But keep in mind, this son of a bitch is way off in the distance, so you ain't going to see a lot of details to begin with. Okay? Uh-oh. Too much paint up on that bitch. Yo, Neighbor Man, what's up, son? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. So, just to give you an update, old Neighbor Man, we're drawing Odin right now, or we're painting Odin. We're giving the general outline of it. Alright, now, here's what I'm going to do now. I got some fucking white on my palette here, so I'm going to utilize that fucking white. But we're going to ejaculate some white onto some of this shit, just to give it a little bit more texture. So we're going to make an eyeball on the horse. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. I know it's kind of small on the camera. But let's get some form and definition to these fucking wheels, or this wheel. Oh. Alright. That's looking pretty good right now. I am doing very well, Nader man. Thank you, my son. Now, next thing we need to do. I got some fucking yellow paint on the floor, but that's okay. Next thing we need to do. Let's go ahead and draw Odin himself. You're only going to see his fucking face poking up. What have you ejaculated on the paper today? So, let me give you I tell you what, I'll go ahead and give you an overview while I change the music here again. Actually, that sounds pretty fucking good. We're going to stick with that. To give you an idea, I mean, we've ejaculated. We got the background. We got the big-ass fucking moon. We got the mountains. We got the tree line. We got the sweet fucking water source. We got the ground down there. Now we're working on Odin. And then after this, we're going to draw some badass fucking trees. Then we're going to draw Thor. And then we're going to draw a big-ass fucking big boob chick on there. I'm about 4 or 5 beers into tonight. So I'm properly buzzed now. I ain't drunk, but I am properly buzzed. I'm feeling pretty fucking good. So I got this fucking the tone of skin that I'm using here, and we're gonna draw his fucking head just popping up here. We don't need a lot of detail here. Remember that it's way off in the distance. Now what we are gonna do is we're gonna take some of that fucking white, right? We're gonna take an insanely small amount of brown, mix it with it. And we're going to make a fucking beard because it's Odin. I mean, fucking Odin, son. I mean, he's an old son of a bitch, but he's the baddest ass warrior that there is. Or God. So, let's just give Odin a sweet beard here. Now let's go back to our straight white. And let's ejaculate an eye into his face. Outstanding. Now, we're going to take some fucking black and we're going to make his hair. Okay? So I got me some fucking black here, right? I'm going to take some of this fucking white and mix it with it. We're going to make a gray tone. We're going to take that fucking gray tone and ejaculate it all over his face to make hair. Because Odin obviously has got long flowing hair and shit, obviously. Alright. Now we're going to go back to that skin tone. And we're going to fill in this right here. Or actually, no. We're going to use brown. I'm going to fill this in right here. Which is basically his body. So there, we got a sweet Odin in there. Now let's take the script liner. And let's put it in some black, and let's make a little dot on that eye. There you go. So now we got Odin in that fucking sweet chariot. Now let's take that black, and let's go over the lines, you know, the fucking ropes that he's pulling on the horse. Because he's got that fucking black rope. Alright, sweet. So, here's what we're going to do now. Shit, I want to win a painting. I need to get some money to donate. Well, I'll tell you what, Nader, man, you've been with me a while, man. So, I tell you what, you stick around, I'll do you a painting for free. Because I know you've been to a bunch of my live streams, and you've commented on a lot of my videos. So I will, if you want to send me your address through my about page, I got a link in the description box below. You want to send me your address? I'll do you a fucking painting, and you ain't got to pay shit, buddy. All right, that's for the long-time fans. All you new people got to pay. God damn it! No, I'm joking, but yeah, you do totally have to pay. But anyway, Nader man, I'll do you one. May not do it on this actual live stream, but if you send me an address, I'll send you a painting. Let me show you the canvas that we do it on. This is the canvas that we do the donation paintings on. It's a 4x4 canvas. It's totally awesome. Alright, so let's go back up here. Let's get back to this son of a bitch. I got my fucking brown here, and I'm going to go over them fucking wheels again. So let me ejaculate the fucking camera a little closer. We're going to go over these fucking wheels just a little bit more, because we need more definition. Alright, now we'll take some of that fucking white, and we're going to make some highlights on that horse. Oh! Make a little mouth on him. Fuck it, let's put a little dot in his eye. Alright, now horses got that hair shit on their face, I think. So let's put him some hair shit up here. Wait, too much. Oh yeah, look at that. God damn, that's awesome. Oh, let me get a little closer. Y'all gotta see this shit. Oh, let me take the fucking camera off here. Let me show you this. Well, goddamn, it's wet so you can barely see, but that's Odin right there, son. So we got Odin in the background, and I'm happy with it. It ain't gotta be nothing totally crazy. Let me get the camera readjusted. Alright, so, everybody, I'm going to take about a 4-second break, actually 3 minutes. When we come back, we got to do the piece in the middle where I eat the food and explain where we're at. But then we're going to start fucking ejaculating trees, Thor, and fucking Big Boob Chick. So stick with me. We'll be back.
In 2016, John Mills, fed up with all of the hate and violence in the world, decided to create a painting method so powerful that anyone, regardless of who they are, what they believe in or whatever disabilities they may have, could use to ejaculate beautiful images onto canvas. To spurt, spew and explode color deep inside the fabric. All it takes is a dream in your heart, some beer, and the willingness to ejaculate exactly what you want to see, without fear of what people will think. Because if you do that, no matter what you paint, it will be beautiful. That is the drunken painting method.
Just pissed all in the sink. It was fun. Fun pushing this. Damn, the wiener's burning now. I think it's pushing all over my face. Penis is on fire. goddamn, this is where I eat the food and, give you the progress report and shit. But I just took a piss, and I think I was eating jalapenos earlier tonight, and fucking I touched my wiener, and the fucking skin around, it's burning like fuck. I seriously, it's not a stranger, it's Bob Ross reincarnated. Dude, I would be so happy that you said that, but the fucking tip of my dick is on fire. Alright, so here's what we gotta do. I gotta go wash my fucking cock off, because it is on fucking fire right now. We're gonna go back, y'all go watch the fucking intros and shit, and then I'm gonna come back and do the food part. God damn it! Motherfucker, my dick is fucking burning like hell. Jesus fucking Christ!
In 2016, John Mills, fed up with all of the hate and violence in the world, decided to create a painting method so powerful that anyone, regardless of who they are, what they believe in or whatever disabilities they may have, could use to ejaculate beautiful images onto canvas. To spurt, spew and explode color deep inside the fabric. All it takes is a dream in your heart, some beer, and the willingness to ejaculate exactly what you want to see, without fear of what people will think. Because if you do that, no matter what you paint, it will be beautiful. That is the drunken painting method.
Alright, we're back. My dick is still burning, but we're back. I forgot to put my pants on. Oh wait, you ain't gonna see my wiener, don't worry. I got my fucking underwear on. I can't keep the fucking pants rubbing against my dick tip. It's burning. It's like the base of my wiener is on fucking fire right now. The show's gotta go on. The show's gotta go on, goddammit. I'll go put my pants on after this. Alright. Wait a minute. Everybody calm down. My dick's still burning. Everybody calm the fuck down. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so I figure it's time I give you a progress report on where we're at with this son of a bitch. We got all the makings of a beautiful fucking image right now. Sweet fucking sky, Odin, badass mountains, tree line and water source foreground. Now it's time to go in and lay down our focal points, which is Thor, the big boob chick, and two big ass fucking badass trees. So anyway, I think the paint is looking pretty good right now. Let's lay the hammer down on this son of a bitch. I hate to break it to y'all, but this being a live show and all, I'm gonna fucking eat the sandwich. Like, if you were watching one of my episodes, what y'all saying over there? That's okay. He can bring it by house. I'll hang it with pride. When y'all watching an episode of Drunken Nerd Painter, I come in here and eat, but then I go fucking binge. This being a live show, y'all gonna watch me eat. So anyway, let's talk about some philosophy. Now, if you ain't never watched no Bob Ross, you need to go watch that shit. The reason you need to watch it is because it's fucking awesome. It will inspire you to paint. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me now, because the next 5 minutes of your fucking life is going to be watching me eating this sandwich. I was at Walmart today, right? And they got a Subway in Walmart. And I was sitting there thinking, should I go in there? Because I totally love Subway. And then I saw their deli section, and they had the sandwiches out there. So this is one of the Walmart deli sandwiches. What I did was, I brought it to the house, I added my own lettuce and tomato and shit, and I turned it into a Subway. So I got Subway without actually going to Subway. It's just not as good. We use food in the drunken painting method to regulate the amount of drunkenness that we incur. So if you feel yourself getting too drunk, have yourself something bread-based, like a PB&J, hamburger, delicious sandwich. That's the way to do it, because it soaks up all the alcohol. So it's kind of like, if you're getting too drunk, and you need to tone the drunkenness down because your creativity is flying out the window, eat you something. Now, like a black hole in outer space, there is a point of no return. So if you get too fucking wasted, don't matter how much you eat, you're done for. Just come back the next day. Welcome to the best live stream on the internet. So anyway, special thanks to Eric Larson, who about a week ago donated $300 during the Drunken Nerd Painter live stream. Thank you, sir. Your money will be spent wisely. After I buy as much crack as I possibly can. So, I need to change my format up a little bit, because I've been doing these same kind of paintings a lot. You know, sky, mountain, water, land. Trees in front of that. I gotta start doing some different shit. Episode 23 of the Drunken Nerd Painter is going to be Jared from Subway. Now, I did concept art on this a couple nights ago. So basically, the Subway Jared painting is going to be him in a prison cell, right? 3 gangsta-ass dudes up here looking at him, saying shit like, "Let me get your jello," or "Gonna give you a foot long." And you're going to see Jared in the front, like holding the bars and fucking crying, because he's getting his ass destroyed and penetrated in prison. Deservingly so. When I was at Walmart today, I was looking at the meats. And I was looking at the steaks and the hamburgers and shit. And they had bison meat in there. Fucking bison meat. I was thinking about buying that shit. But it was like $10. And it wasn't a little piece. But I really want to try it because that really sounds like some fucking serious man food. I didn't have enough mayonnaise left, so I had to use Thousand Island dressing. I have the sauce on here. It's not great, but it's alright. Oh shit. I farted. Alright, so we're about to get back to painting. Don't worry, fellas. I'm just a little too drunk now, so this is bringing it down. No, that fucking cock was on fire, dude. Like the base of my penis. Like the tip and the base. Like where I was holding it when I was pissing. I ate jalapenos for dinner. I didn't realize I ain't pissed since dinner. I didn't wash my hands or nothing. The Scoville units on my penis were through the roof. It's fucking burning. It's like I had an STD or something. Oh shit, I forgot. I also bought this. This is Texas Pete hot sauce, but this is the hotter than normal hot sauce. And it really is fucking hot. I ain't trying to put a ton on here, but you know. That's fucking hot. If I poured this directly on my penis, it would be fucking terrible. Alright. So, I'm going to go wash my hands. So I got mayonnaise and $1,000 dressing on it. And we'll come back and we're going to continue this beautiful paint. Because I'm feeling good right now. Have you thought about doing a Super Mario Bros. 3 video? Actually, 100% yes. Because I've never beaten that game. It's a great fucking game. But I always start playing it and then stop. And then when I go back playing again, I just start over. So, that's actually a good idea. I may actually do that. My favorite Mario is Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Good fucking game. Let me wash my hands. When I come back, we're going to paint. Alright. Oh shit. About slipped and fell. Where I was washing my penis in the sink in the bathroom, there's water all over the floor. No, well, let me at least get my trash and put it over here. Alright, fuck it. Alright, so the next step. Let me look at my reference picture. We probably no. Next step is that first tree. Alright. Even though I wash my hands next time I have to take a piss, I'm not gripping my penis. Ain't fucking do it. I'm gonna let it rest on the edge of my fucking underwear. Oh, I ain't put my pants back on. Oh, fuck it. I'll just make sure my wiener don't flop out. If you see my wiener accidentally, please don't flag me. I'll cut it out when we post it on the website. And also, don't be jealous. No, I'm joking. My wiener's small. Alright, so let's do this. Now, here's what we need. We're gonna have two big motherfucking trees here, but we're gonna paint one tree at a time, okay? Now, the first tree we need to paint is right here, okay? So, alright, so first tree we need to paint is right here, because Thor is going to be to the left of it. Or actually, he's going to be kind of in front of it, but slightly to the left. So we need one fucking tree there. The other tree's gonna be right here. That's gonna be a big motherfucker. Big ass motherfucker. So, let's get us some brown up on this canvas. Now, I got some brown here, but I'm gonna ejaculate some fucking white into there. Not too much. We're gonna go with the old filbert brush. This is the filbert. And we're going to explode those colors together just to make it a little bit lighter brown. Still kind of dark, but it's a lighter value than what we started off with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top here. Now obviously we don't want to cover none of our good shit up, okay? So let's just ejaculate this fucking tree right here. Now when you're fucking doing this shit, don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. If you're afraid, then you're going to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to ejaculate all over the canvas. You have an idea in your head, you see how it's going to play out, then fucking do it. That's how we do it in the Drunken Painter method. So we got the base of the tree right there. Fucking badass, right? So we're going to go back in, and we're going to take our tiny filbert. Okay, actually this one will work really well. Let's get some courage. So, we have this badass motherfucker here, right? Now, what we're going to do here, let's start ejaculating some limbs everywhere, okay? So, we don't want to go crazy with these limbs, but we want some sweet limbage, all right? And we're going to kind of make them curl and shit. Give them some nice length and shit. All right. That's a pretty good tree. Let's go back in there. Some more color. Let's just ejaculate some fucking limbs over this way. Let's make him go out of the fucking paint. And the limbs are always going to be a little bit bigger at the base than they are at the tip. Just like my penis. Now, let's take that script liner, and at the top, let's squirt a little fucking thing right there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we fucking go. Oh, that looks good. That looks real good. And I was going to put some fucking limbs and shit at the end of these trees, but I look so fucking good that we're just going to fucking do that. Alright, now, next thing we need to do. Actually, before we do anything else, I have a fucking insane amount of dirty brushes here. So I'm going to go ahead and clean those. And I'm going to show you something else. Let me show you my cleaning process. Alright? Because, hey, that sounds interesting, right? So, let's get this down here. This is my cleaning process. Now, I have one bowl here that has water and a screen at the bottom. It's a metal screen that I beat the brush against. This right here is just the dry one that I store it in. Okay? So, what I do, and then down here, I have a fucking trash can. So, the way I do this, I take the brush that's dirty, and I scrape it across that fucking metal screen, right? Like this. I get a lot of the excess off here, and I'm going to pull this up just to demonstrate it, because you can't see it. I go up my thing, and I beat that shit. Just fucking beat the shit out of it. After I beat the shit out of it, I go over to the towel, which is always hanging here, and I do this fucking shit right here, and I ejaculate it in the storage container. And I do this with all my brushes. This is the 1-inch brush. We're just going to fucking clean that. Do that. Explode the waste on there, go in there. Fan brush is easier. Just wipe it off on there. And most of these other ones you can just shake loose after you've hit it on the screen. And it's a metal screen. All I did was I took a, just literally, I think it was a bird feeder holder or something. It was a square piece of metal. I stuck it in the bottom. It had like bars and shit across it. And I used that as a screen. So it's not even meant to do. It's just something I rigged up. And the shit works fucking good. So all these smaller ones, you just beat it across and do that. Put it in there. The knife, all you need to do with acrylic paint is get it wet. Wipe that shit off. There you go. And all the paint brushes are dry enough. Or at least dry enough for the Drunken Paint method. Because we mix a lot of fucking colors here. We mix a lot of fucking colors. The next game, by the way, Kevin, I think that I'm going to do is probably going to be, I know it sounds kind of weak, but I'm probably going to do a Super Tecmo Bowl. I don't know why, but I think that's going to end up making a funny video if I do it. Now, here's where shit gets tough. Because now, actually, take that back. We need to put some highlights on this tree. Because right after this, we're going to be drawing Odin. And not Odin, but Thor. We're going to do Thor. And then after that, hopefully, we'll do the big tree and then we'll do the big boob chick. Okay? So, this tree here, I'm not going to go fucking crazy on it. What I'm going to do is just take some regular ash white. Alright? Once again, if I can find it. Because I have a tendency to lose every fucking paint bottle that I have. Alright, if I don't find, there it is. So I got some regular ass white. I'm going to ejaculate that onto my palette. Now, let me show you how I do shadows in the Drunken Paint method. So we got a sweet palette knife here, right? Bam. Look at this. We got some paint on there, right? Now we're going to go to the side. Light source is here, so obviously shit's going to be here. I'm going to start fucking cutting in some highlights. This is some shit where the fucking light is striking. That's all this is. That's all this is, and we're going to scrape that shit out. We don't want to go crazy with it, but we want that shit on there. You know what I mean? We want light to be striking this shit. See that? That's an advanced move there. You'll get there. Alright. Get some more paint on this son of a bitch. Fucking do this shit right here. A lot of fucking light up on that bitch. Scrape some of that off. Use the tiny edge. Get it on there. Big edge. Bam. That's laying the hammer down. So we got some sweet shadows on there. Let me show you real quick. Raise this fucking thing up. Right, there we go. Now you can see it looks a little bit better. So we got some sweet shadows. Now, if you want to, you can do some highlights. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to do some highlights, but we're going to be real subtle with it because I don't want to spend a lot of time doing highlights. This right here, I just got a fucking brown color, right? I'm going to do that shit there. Clean the brush off. Let's fucking do this shit right here. Lots of times, now I will do shadow sides, especially on mountains. Lots of times on trees and shit, I don't even fucking do that shit. But anyway, there we go. That's a sweet fucking thing. Now, here's what we want to do. We do want to make a bush to actually cover up that particular tree. So what I'm going to do, I got a green here. Actually, let me get some of this black. I'm going to take my 1-inch brush. Now, the 1-inch brush is extremely versatile. It's a badass foliage brush, too. So, we got a lot of paint on this son of a bitch. We'll pull that son of a bitch one way to where it's all folded up and shit. And we're going to ejaculate fucking sweet bush there. And we're just using a dark color right here to block that shit in. And that's all we're fucking doing. And these fucking bushes and shit, fuck it, I see a big ass bush there. God damn it, I see bushes everywhere. Fuck it, bushes everywhere. There we go. Alright, let's clean that brush off, because we're going to go back into that son of a bitch. Hey, Eric Larson, what's up, son? Hey, I was just telling your story a little while ago. Thanks for showing up, man. Some key notes that you missed. I took a piss and I forgot I cut jalapenos and I had jalapeno juice on my fingers and burnt the shit out of my penis. So that is something very important that you missed. And in fact, it's probably the most important thing that you missed. Just to give you an update. But anyway. Now, we need to put some fucking highlights on this bush. And for that, I'm going to use a light-ass green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fucking brush that I got, explode some water on it. Now, keep in mind, that's our light source. So once again, our light source is coming from that side. And I'm going to lightly tap this shit. Just lightly tap it. Alright. Now, the other side, we're going to do it the opposite way. So we're going to fucking ejaculate some fucking shadows this way. Now, we want a couple highlights on this side because, you know, there's going to be a little bit of light ejaculating this way through, but not a lot. But there's certainly going to be a little bit. Okay? Now, let's look at shadows. So I'm going to take that same green color, and I got some fucking black, right? And I'm just basically darkening it up a little bit. And actually, I'll take a little bit of this brown. That'll dull it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Makes a little bit of a slight red color. And we're going to fucking go over that shit too. Just add a little bit of that shit in there. And that's all we got to do. Yeah, I burnt the hell out of my wiener. Fucking wiener was on fire, dude. Like the base of my wiener and the fucking tip. And like it's weird because I just ate something, but I hadn't eaten like 4 or 5 hours. So like it went all that time and I had that shit still on my fingers. And like it burnt the shit out of my wiener. Anyway, I got some fucking white here, right? Now we're just going to touch up on them highlights a little bit. Just where we have the regular highlights, just ejaculate a little bit of white. You don't want to ejaculate a lot. But just ejaculate a little bit of white, okay? A little bit up here. Maybe a little on the dark side, but God knows, not much at all. And that's all we got to do. Now, we're going to take this fucking palette knife, right? Go in here. Just start cutting some twigs and shit. Now, you ain't going to be able to see this on camera, I can tell you that right now. But that'll add a little bit to it. Especially if you're up close, you'll be able to see this shit. Alright. This is the end of this beer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reset the camera, put it back here. I'll be back in a moment. By the way, thanks for showing up, Eric. And we will start laying down one of our focal points, which is Thor. Stay tuned, bitches. And I totally forgot to play the music while I come back. God damn, my wiener was on fire so much I forgot to play the music. Anyway, when we come back, we'll play some more sweet music.
In 2016, John Mills, fed up with all of the hate and violence in the world, decided to create a painting method so powerful that anyone, regardless of who they are, what they believe in or whatever disabilities they may have, could use to ejaculate beautiful images onto canvas. To spurt, spew and explode color deep inside the fabric. All it takes is a dream in your heart, some beer, and the willingness to ejaculate exactly what you want to see, without fear of what people will think. Because if you do that, no matter what you paint, it will be beautiful. That is the drunken painting method.
Alright. So, let me explain to you where we're at with her. So, now, we're at the point where we really do need to kind of paint Thor here, right? So, Thor's going to be right here. Now, here's my problem. This is real fucking wet. Goddamn. Fucking touch it. Now, this is real fucking wet. So, I want to give this an opportunity to dry a little bit. So, during the break, I was thinking, what can we add to it right now, at least, that won't interfere with what we've done, and give that a chance to dry? And this is what I'm thinking. Right here, I see a sad tree. Listen to the music. I see a sad tree. Remember that Charlie Brown shit? Where he went and got the fucking tree and it was a piece of shit? That's what I'm thinking. Now, I ain't saying that we're going to draw a Charlie Brown tree. I ain't going to do that. But in spirit, it will be a Charlie Brown tree. And we're going to do this while you listen to some beautiful Chopin. God damn it. Bob Ross talks about happy trees all the time, but he drew a lot of sad ones too. Let's draw a sad tree. So, I want my script liner brush here. And we're going to use the original one. The John Mills No. 2 script liner. I got some sweet brown here. But we need to add some more to that shit. This is some burnt umber. I've been using some bright ass brown, but we need some dull shit. We're going to ejaculate tons of fucking brown into the bristles of this brush. We're going to go right here. And we're going to make a sad fucking tree. So what we're going to do, this tree right here, he didn't have a chance. He drew the short end of the stick. And what's fucked up too, he's right next to water. But he couldn't get enough water. Because this greedy son of a bitch, and the greedy son of a bitch is going to be right here, that's going to cover up most of this tree probably. Sorry. He was soaking up all the water. And little dude right here, he didn't have the strength to soak it up. These two guys are like, fuck you. We're taking all that delicious water, all that delicious lavender water. But you know what? He had the spirit and the strength. He had the spirit and the strength to press on. Even despite the great adversity that he encountered. And you know what? We're going to symbolize that by putting a few leaves on them. They're going to be beautiful leaves, fucking vibrant ones. This right here is hope. And he too needs some beautiful bushes in front of him. But them some bitches didn't get no water either. Greedy some bitches up here soaking it all up too. Oh. Let's just put some highlights on this son of a bitch. Oh. And there you go. A sad fucking tree. Let's draw Odin. Not Odin, goddamn, I keep fucking it up. Thor. Let's paint Thor. Alright, so let me get this back to where y'all can see it real good. Okay. So, outstanding. It's fairly dry. So, Thor's gonna be right here with a fucking hammer in his hand, holding it like this. Okay? Nothing special, nothing crazy, but it's gonna be beautiful. Now then, first thing, let's clean our palette off. Just clean all that fucking shit off. Now then, Odin. Now once again, I got my script liner brush. Now, characters. When you're doing characters, think about it, have the idea in your head, and just fucking do it. Don't sit there and fret about it and be like, oh, I'm fucking scared and shit. If you're scared, remember the drunken paint method. Have yourself a sip. If you're scared, have a sip and then go for it. Just start fucking ejaculating as soon as you have that sip of beer. And we're going to start off with the head right here. And we're just doing the outline right now. Okay? It's a little closer where y'all can see it. Such a refined way to drink beer with the pinky extended. Let me tell you something, Eric. I drink all fluids, whether it's tea, Coke, water, pinky extended. Hey, when in doubt, pinky out. That's what I say. Now then, we have some sweet color here. Let's go in and let's take our body ejaculation brush And let's start squirting and ejaculating color into Thor's body. So we're going to take a lot of color in the brush, start fucking squirting it everywhere. Just fucking squirt it everywhere. And we're just blocking in color here. That's all we're fucking doing, blocking in color. We'll come back and put the finer of the details in afterwards. Put some sweet fucking boots on. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Now, let's go in here with our script liner brush. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Let me think. Okay. Let's put the eyes, nose, and mouth in. So what we're going to do with that, we're going to go ahead and get the colors we need onto our palette. So we need some white, we need some red. Alright, we need our script liner brush. Now this is the new John Mills number 3 script liner. Let's go up here, let's put a sweet eye in there. Now, you may not be able to see that very well, but it's there, I promise you. When I put the eyeball in there, you'll be able to see it a lot better. Now let's take the red and let's mix it with a little bit of the white and make a little pinkish tone. Now we're going to make the lips here. Okay. Now let me get some black. Got some black. Now the black's going to be for obviously the iris. We'll go in the middle. There's an iris right there. Now, like I said, keep in mind, I know that it's maybe kind of difficult to see. All right. Excellent. Now we're going to take some of that black and we're going to mix it with a little bit of the white to make a gray tone. And let's ejaculate some eyebrows up there. Okay? Bam. Got a little bit of the red in there with it, but that's okay. That's totally okay. Now, here's what I want to do next. I got the black and I got some white on my canvas. Let's make his hammer. Let's make Thor's hammer. So what we want is we want a brown color. And then we want a gold color. Or wait, no, more of a silver color. Okay, so let's get a brown color. Let's get some brown, some white, and some black. So brown, white, black. Now, let's take some of the white and a little bit of the brown, mix it together. This is going to be the handle, okay? So we're just using that script liner brush again. So let's make the hammer's handle. So to take a tiny bit of the black and a bunch of the white. We're going to make a very light gray color. This is going to be the pommel part at the bottom, and it's also going to be the hammer itself. So, that's the pommel at the bottom. Get a little closer. Now, let's also make that the color of the hammer itself. Of course, Thor's hammer is big as hell. If you have any paintings that you do using the Drunken Painting method, please send them to me. I've had people send them to me before, and I have used them in episodes of the Drunken Nerd Painter. And I will be happy to use your paintings, if you choose to do them, using the Drunken Painting method. I'd be happy to put those in an episode of the Drunken Nerd Painter. Which, if y'all send it to me soon enough, I can put it in either the Bob Ross tribute episode or the Jared from Subway episode. And there is his hammer. And you know, I see a little bit of gold in there. I just see some gold. I don't know why. I want to put a little bit of gold in there. So I'm going to get a little bit of gold on the script liner. I'm going to go up in here. We'll mix a little gold in there. I'm going to wipe the excess off. I'm going to kind of spread that around. I don't know why. I just kind of wanted to fucking do that. The Drunken Painting method allows you to do things like this. Just to ejaculate color. Let's clean up the edges. There we go. Liking that. Definitely liking that. Okay. So now let's concentrate on his body a little bit more. So, what I'm thinking, let's put a fucking loincloth here. So we're going back into our gray color. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more black to it just to darken it. So this is a darker value of gray. And let's just explode a loincloth on here. There we go. So something right there. Now, we're going to use the number 2 John Mills Body Explosion Ejaculation brush, if I can find it here, to just finish up the details. You don't have to use this brush just for body colors. Okay, excellent. We're going back to the script liner brush. Let's put a rim on there because you gotta have something to hold this loincloth on. So let's just do that shit right there. Alright, now let's look at some boots. It's Thor, he's gotta have some boots. So I just got some fucking brown here, right? Going back to the Body Explosion Ejaculation brush. Which this is a bit of a, you know, that's a big brush to use. Let's go to the little tiny filbert. This is the tiny filbert. Oh! And just, let's ejaculate some fucking color. If you have any suggestions for this painting, please let me know. At the end, we will be adding more detail to it, doing different things, and I'd love to hear your suggestions. We may use them. I got some fucking white here. Now, for this right here, I want to put some of this shit right here. A little bit of string there. Let's go up here. We need some laces on the boots. Put a little detail there. More color. A little bit of color there. Now, obviously, this is Thor, right? So we need to put the hand there, but we need some serious Thor hair. But before we put the hand there, let's go ahead and do his hair. Because we already have a gray color, and we need to use gray for his hair. Okay? So, I'm going to take the white that I just put on there, add a little gray to that, just to make an extremely light gray color. I'm going to take some water, and I'm going to thin that fucking shit out. Now we're going to start fucking just ejaculating hair all over Thor. Okay? Now we're going to go into some of this black. We're just going to get it in the bristles and wipe most of it out. But we want streaks. Get some more of that fucking gray color. Put some of that one. All right. And the good thing about that too is the hair actually covered up. It actually covered up where his hand would be, so we don't actually have to go in there and paint the hand now. But I tell you what, I want a little bit on the hammer, but I don't want to fuck the hammer up. So we're just adding a little bit. That's good. Now, I'm gonna take some fucking white again, right? I'm gonna need to go get another tube of white in a minute because we done squirted most of this white onto the canvas. But I'll tell you what, we're gonna take some of that white and we're gonna put some streaks. Just the general flow of where the hair is, where the fucking wind is hitting the hair. That's what we want. We don't want a whole lot of this shit. There we go. And I'm pretty happy with that. What about Yggdrasil, the world tree? Well, you know, Eric, by the way, if you go and watch, I forgot the episode number. I think it's episode 7. It's called Lady in the Blue Dress. It's Drunken Nerd Painter, Lady in the Blue Dress, if you search for that. In the description, I describe that, or actually when I'm telling the description of the painting, the tree that's in there is a woman with her hand on the tree. And that is a Yggdrasil tree, and I described that at the beginning of the video. But, I mean, you could totally consider the tree that we're doing right here, because we're doing a massive tree right here. This sad tree we did, it's going to get mostly covered up. We'll try to keep a little bit in there. There's going to be a massive tree right there. So that could be a Yggdrasil tree, and it would totally make sense in this setting. So, yeah, but, you know, if you want to see me drawing or painting a Yggdrasil tree, watch, I think it's episode 7 or 8. And it's called Lady in the Blue Dress, and I describe that as a Yggdrasil tree. Now, I'm happy with Thor. Let me get a little close up of it. Let me take the camera off here. Let me get a little close up here. That's Thor right there. And I'm pretty happy with it. It's kind of like an 80s Thor, but I'm pretty happy with it. What we're going to do is I'm going to come back in a second, and we're going to first paint the tree. Then we're going to paint the big boom chip. So just to give you an idea, to give you all an idea of what we're doing here. Big ass Yggdrasil tree, that's what we're going to call it. Big ass Yggdrasil tree right here, coming all the way up. Okay? Big ass fucking limbs up that motherfucker. Then we're going to have the big boom chick right next to it with her hand on the tree. sword in her hand. Well, you know, we ain't gonna put a sword in her hand. We're gonna put a dagger in there. Put a dagger in her hand. But anyway, if you have any suggestions, now's the time to fucking do it. Because when we come back, we're gonna fucking do that tree and the big boob shit.
In 2016, John Mills, fed up with all of the hate and violence in the world, decided to create a painting method so powerful that anyone, regardless of who they are, what they believe in or whatever disabilities they may have, could use to ejaculate beautiful images onto canvas. To spurt, spew and explode color deep inside the fabric. All it takes is a dream in your heart, some beer, and the willingness to ejaculate exactly what you want to see, without fear of what people will think. Because if you do that, no matter what you paint, it will be beautiful. That is the drunken painting method.
Alright. Yeah, that Chopin can get fucking sad after a while. I had to change the music. This some dude I ain't never heard of. So we're gonna see what's up. Now, let me show the concept drawing again. And Eric, you didn't get a chance to see this because I showed it before. This is the concept art. See, I don't know how well you can see that, but I always do, obviously, concept art before I do it. But this is the concept art of what we're doing. So you see there, big boob chick, Thor, Odin, big ass moon, mountains and shit. And then, there we go. So, let me show you. I'm going to go back up here. That's that. If you can see it very good. And that's where we're at. Okay? Yeah, this is fucking sweet music. I'm okay with this. Alright. Now, let's draw big ass tree. This is going to be our Yggdrasil tree. I'm fucking drunk. Just so y'all know this. Hold on, wait. Let's see. Sorn was a goddess of love. She is labeled as a minor goddess, but with Yggdrasil in hand, she becomes a major goddess as it allows her to heal those who are wounded. Oh snap! How do you pronounce that? Is that's Sorn? Let me know if I'm right about that. So if that's the case, If I ain't offending nobody by showing her fucking big ass boobies, this will be sworn. But if that offends somebody, because I don't know who the chick is, it's not her. We got to keep this diplomatic. Let's draw that big ass tree. So the way we're going to do this, first of all, this, Bob Ross called this your bravery test. And that is totally true. This is absolutely your fucking bravery test. When you painted all this, when you painted this and you're happy with it, and then you go in and you do something like I'm about to do, it takes a lot of courage, okay? But with the drunken painting method, when you become comfortable with it, when you fucking become comfortable with it, this is no problem. Okay? So, you have a vision in your heart. You have a dream you want to express on canvas. You know what you need to do. You fucking do it. And you do it without fear. This right here is where we lay the hammer down. And we either fuck the shit up or we make it as beautiful as we want it to be. That is the power of the drunken painting method. That takes That takes courage. That's our big motherfucking tree. Now, because it's so tree, we're going to use our filbert brush to make the limbs. So we're just ejaculating a lot of that tree color. Sworn. Let's see. Might be more accurate. Hold on a second. Sworn. I'm not able to pronounce it, but that's okay. That's okay. Now we have to strategically figure out where we want these limbs because we don't want to cover no shit up. So I see a big ass fucking sweet limb right here. Nader Man, you still with me? What about you, Kevin? Alright, that's one big ass fucking sweet limb. And look at that. We did not cover up our sad tree. Not completely, at least. God damn, I'm liking this fucking music. It's giving me an erection. Fucking making my penis diamond hard. Fucking diamond rock hard, son. I don't even know what dude's name I clicked on. It's kind of cool you're doing a Norse mythos since I'm 75% Swedish. Oh, sweet! That's fucking awesome, Eric. Just to point on that, I'm a metal fan. Like, I listen to fucking like death metal and shit, like black metal, death metal. I love fucking Viking metal. Most of the bands I listen to are from around that fucking region. Fucking Sweden, like Norway, those fucking places. My favorite band is Amon Amarth. So I'm huge into Norse mythology and like fucking Viking shit and stuff like that. Obviously all fantasy stuff, which that's not fantasy obviously, but it's still along those lines, swords and sorcery and shit like that. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. Gives me a fucking bone. God damn it, I'm fucking proud of that tree. I'm proud of that fucking tree. That's a good fucking tree. How's chat doing? What you mean by that? I've had a couple, I've had a bunch of people who normally watch my live streams or watch my videos showed up. I know a couple guys are in here right now. Now, here's what I want to do. With this tree with the highlights and shit, I don't want to fucking go crazy on this. I don't want to use some really crazy contrasting colors. I'm going to take that same color, add a little white to it, that's going to be my highlight. I don't want to I don't want to, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, just let me do it. It's hard to fucking explain what I'm talking about. I don't want to put like straight fucking white on there and make a really insanely contrasting color. I don't want to do that shit. You know what I mean? I want a slightly lighter color to complement it. So, you see what I'm doing here? I'm just tapping this shit. I'm going to start scraping. I do not want no crazy fucking contrasting colors. There we go. Oh shit. Fuck yeah. That shit's fucking blending together and shit. I like that. Fucking like that. A little bit up here. Nothing crazy though. Nothing fucking crazy. I don't want it to. I want nothing distracting. We're gonna do it on the bottom on this one. Oh shit, we got paint chunks on there. We fucked up. Get that off. Scrape that shit out. There we go. Oh fuck yeah. Penis is fully erect now. Penis is fully fucking erect. Oh hell yeah. I like that. God damn. God, Viking metal is hardcore. I listen to, now I'm not saying all this is Viking metal, but I listen to a Monomarth. I love L80. Actually, a Monomarth used to be my #1 fucking band, but I like a Monomarth and L80. They're on the same fucking level with me. Shit, who else? I'm fucked up, so I can't think of a lot of fucking names. But I do listen to a lot of bands from up in that region. That's where the best fucking metal is coming from nowadays, to me at least. So, alright. Now, here's where we're at with this son of a bitch. It's time for the big boob chick. And I know all you dudes been waiting for it. It's time for the big boob chick now. Now, let me lay this out to you how it's going to look. I'm fucked up. I'm trying to like compose myself here because I'm half falling asleep even though I'm not technically tired. Alright. So right here, big boob chick right here. Bam, bam, bam. You're just going to see it. You're going to see her upper torso. So you're going to see boobs, a little bit of vag, mostly hips, face, hair, all that good shit. Dagger is going to be in her left hand. Alright, so what I want to do first is clean my palette off. Alright, let's clean the brushes. Because we got nothing but dirty brushes here. So let's clean these son of bitches off. Oh snap! What is this song? What's up? What's up, Jack Squid? Goddamn, you showed up late, motherfucker! Damn, you missed half the more than half the fucking paint. Let me show you what's up here, son. Let me show you what we got. Goddamn, whoever this music composer is, I gotta see who it is. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all look at that, and I gotta see who the fuck this guy is. Because everything is from the same person. West Side! Alright, his name is Prince Igor from Pulverician Dances. Wait, hold on. Alexander Bourdin, which that name totally sounds familiar. Obviously, this is classical music, so he's dead as shit. Alright. Oh shit. Alright. It's time for the big boob chick. It is time for the big boob chick. Alright. Let's do this shit. Now, I want this to be a fair maiden, so I'm going to do some... Maybe I don't need to say that. Alright, I need to get another tube of white because my motherfucking... Goddamn. Where's another tube of white, goddammit? Where the fuck's it at? There it is. Ah, it's stuck. There we go. Get in there. Let's do this shit. Big boob chick. Script liner brush. John Mills #2 script liner brush. God damn it, we need more white. I made too much fucking color here. I'll never need this much skin tone. Okay. Now, all it takes is a dream in your heart and the desire to ejaculate that dream on the canvas. If you're scared about doing this, have yourself a sip. If you need courage, have a sip. That's how we do it in the John Mills style. We lay the hammer down. And it doesn't matter what people think or say, because we paint exactly what we want to see. We ejaculate our heart's desire on the canvas. And you know what the fuck I want to see? I want to see a big boob chick with her fucking hand propped on the fucking tree with her fucking gigantic tits just exploding everywhere. That's what I want to see. So I paint that shit. I ejaculate my heart's desire on the canvas. Let's do this shit. I'm about to pass the fuck out. Goddamn. I had a big boob waitress at lunch. Well, guess what, giant squid? Congratulations. Because I ain't seen no big boob chicks today. Let's do this. So first, we draw our fucking face. Touch the brush to the canvas. And just do it. Giant squid! I love BBWs, and this is going to be a BBW. This is the power of the drunken painting method. It allows you to ejaculate your heart's desire onto canvas. Instead of sitting there dreaming and wishing you can do something, take the skills you have and just go ahead and fucking lay the hammer down. That's how we do it in the John Mills style. You can sit there and dream all your fucking life and wish that you wanted to do something and then never fucking do it. Well, guess what? You got the power to fucking do it. You got the power to do whatever the fuck you want. You just have to go and fucking do it. Just fucking go do it, assholes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you assholes. Just fucking do it. That's the power of the drunken painting method. You want to paint? Fucking do it. Fucking do it. Don't give a shit about what people think. Ejaculate your heart's desire. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's take the number 2 John Mills ejaculation body color brush thingy. I'm going to start fucking squirting that ejaculating color all over this chick's body. Now, we have a fuck. Alright, I lost it. Alright. There it goes. We have our body blocked out, okay? Now it's time to go in and lay down the cracks and crevices of the underneath boob meat, underneath the arms, shoulder blade thingies, and vaginal creases, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take that same skin tone, we're going to add some brown to it to make a darker value. And this is going to be the cracks and crevices of, like I said, the underneath boob meat and the vaginal area thing. Okay? So we got a darker skin tone. Doesn't matter what skin tone you're using, just make a darker value of that same skin tone. And go in here and just start fucking outlining that shit. So there's that. There's some nice boobs there. Definitely some nice boobs. Alright, let's make some shoulder blade things. Alright, let's make a belly button. Which will be right here. Let's take that same darker skin tone and give vaginal and leg separation. Excellent. We'll go back in. That head's a little small. So I'll tell you what, we're going to extend the head meat. looking pretty good to me, goddamn. The curse of the Billy Goat lips. Yes, I think. Fucking wasted, dudes. Alright, let's put the lips, the nips, and the eyeballs. Alright, so we need some red, obviously, because we need to put some lips up on this biatch. So let's ejaculate some lips on her. Let's explode some of this fucking white. And then we're gonna also need some of that fucking black. Where the fuck's it at? God damn it. That's some black too. Alright, so let's ejaculate some eyes on there first. Try not to go too high up with your eyes. They should be about halfway to 2/3 of the way down the fucking face thingy. Well, there's some eyes. Well, let's put some irises up in that bitch. And just like the boobs, when you put the eyes on chicks, it brings the motherfucker to life. Same thing with the boob meat. Same thing with the boob meat. When you put the nips on the boobs, it brings the whole motherfucking boob to life. Man, it's some killer fucking music. It's some fucking killer fucking music right here. God damn, I'm getting a boner. Alright, get that darker skin tone we used before. And we're gonna make the nose out of that shit. So let's explode the nose on this chick. That's all we gotta do right there. Can't see it that good probably, but that's okay. Now, let's go up here and get some of the red. Let's ejaculate all over her lips. Be careful here. Pretty good right there, son. Alright, so let's go down here and let's do the nips. So I'm just going to use that same red I used for the lips. No need to make another color. Let's put the areolas first. Areolas first. Alright, now let's add a little white to that red. Let's make the actual nip. So, the nip, bam, right there. Oh man, I fucked her nip up. Hold on. Let me get some more color up in the areola. God damn it, I can't get the stick. That's good. We got that shit. Alright. Now, let's put the, before we put the hair, let's put the sword in the hand, okay? So, I got the brown here, and I still got the white. We're going to make the handle of the sword. So, here's the handle. Goddamn elven sword here, son. Alright, let's get some of that black. Add it to the white. Alright. Let's make ourselves a nice little gray color, steel color. And let's ejaculate the sword now. Man, that's a fucking sweet sword. That's like that sword in the stone. That's a homemade sword, son. That's a homemade sword made by somebody she knew. Got mystical powers and shit. Alright. Now we got to put some hair on this bitch. Gotta put some hair up on this bitch. So, I'm gonna let y'all choose the hair color. Okay? We're gonna take a slight break. And actually I'm gonna leave it right here so y'all can look at it. I'm gonna give y'all a minute or two. I want y'all to pick this chick's hair color. Give me some colors, I'll come back, and we'll see what we're gonna paint that bitch's hair. We're back, bitches! Alright, so let me get this good. We got some suggestions here, and all of them are pretty much about the same thing. We got, hold on, let me read these out. Alright, so Brandy Kelly says red. Tukuhan says, yeah, red, darkish red and maroon. Giant Squid says burgundy. So we're talking about basically a reddish color here. So burgundy, I'm thinking we do a dark red. Give it a minute. Don't fucking lose it. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to do a dark ass red. Alright. Now, this is the John Mayer's Hair Explosion and Shadow Brush. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take some red and we're going to mix that shit with a tiny bit of brown and a little bit of black. So we got the red. Tiny, ridiculous amount of small brown. And some of that fucking black, son. And we're gonna make a fucking burgundy / dark ass red color. Shit, that looks good to me. That's some red Sonya shit. That's some serious red Sonya shit. Should draw Xena in a picture one day. That's a very good idea. Xena totally rules. I draw the hell out of her boobs. Alright, so let's do this shit. Let me get a little closer where y'all can see where I can fucking paint it. You know what I mean? God damn it. Come on now. Need a remote control or something shit for this. Alright. There we go. Alright, good enough. That's perfect. So, let's do some fucking dark ass burgundy, red ass, brown color hair for this chick. So, what we gonna do is we're gonna just do this shit right here. Try not to get it in her eyes. A little bit's of me going over the fucking boobs because that's hot. Oh. The chick's hair is all over the fucking place, man. God damn. Oh man, that shit's fucking hot right there, son. Man, I'm getting a boner. Man, that's some fucking good shit right there. God damn, that would be good suggestions for people. Fucking good suggestion. Just a little bit, some go over her shoulders. A little bit, not much. We don't want this chick's hair to be thinning, so let's make it a little more fluffy. Man, this is fucking hot shit right here. God damn. That's what I'm talking about. God damn! See how it looks like on there? Man, shit. That's a good color, man. You fuckers are good. Definitely not covering up the nips or most of the boot meat. A little bit of the boot meat, but most of the nips still gonna fucking be there. Oh, like, get a little bit more of that shit right there. Just for the record, I am past the point of acceptable drunk for the drunken painting method. I just want to point that out. We don't like to get this drunk when we're doing the drunken painting method. I would just like to stress that, but I can't stop drinking now, so. Be careful when you do this shit. You get fucked up. Let me tell you something. Your goddamn hair looks fucking good. I was gonna put some white streaks and shit in it. I ain't gonna fucking do that. This shit's hot. That's hot as fuck right there. Man, shit. Goddamn. Alright, so, this is what I want you people to do. We basically, and I'm gonna show you the whole picture right here. Let me show you the whole picture. We have our painting pretty much done. Now we're to the point where we need suggestions. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to add in some shadows and shit. But while I'm doing that, I want you to look at this fucking painting. You tell me what you think we can add to this while I do that. And if we don't have any more ideas, you know, it might be time to give it a little bit of a signature and shit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some shadows on Thor here. And the way we do shadows, and I do want you guys suggestions. The way we do shadows is we take some black. We use our John Mills Shadow Explosion hairbrush thingy. We put some fucking water in that shit and we thin the fuck out of it. And we go in there, and then that's how we ejaculate shadows up in this bitch. So we're just gonna fucking do this shit right here and ejaculate some shadows. We put the general outline, then we take a fucking finger and fucking rub that shit out. Alright? That's all the fucking shadow I'm putting into that bitch. Stars. You son of a bitch, that's a good fucking idea. That's a great fucking idea. Wait, oh yeah, I forgot. Hold on. Still adding a shield. We could... See, that's the problem. I mean, I could put the shield extending out this way because her arm's behind the fucking tree. I could do that. Let's do the stars first, and we may do that shield. So, the way we're doing the stars, we just got some regular ass white here. I got the insanely small amount of black. Just to darken it, just a ridiculously small amount. And we're going to fucking dot in. Actually, no. No. The way I do stars, this is the brush. Alright, that's the little brush thing. This is the wood piece at the end. We're going to use the wood piece at the end. We're going to dip it in some paint. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that. I got some fucking paint on here. And we start making dots and shit. Fucking roll and curl that brush to get more paint on it. You can tell where the fucking paint is on this son of a bitch. Can you see that? Let me get it up here where you can see that. Fuck it, just do this shit here. There we go. Yeah, see, now we got some storage. So let's put a few more up in this bitch. I mean, we won't go fucking retarded with this shit. I think that's good right there. So we got some sweet fucking stars in there. Let me show you that. See them stars? That's good. Good idea. You could lean the shield against the tree or her. Well, what I'm thinking is the shield pokes out a little bit here. Like she's got it in her hand behind the tree, but a little bit of the edge pokes out. That's what I'm thinking. So let me back this up. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. Alright, so right here, let me show you what I'm thinking. Her arm's behind the tree, okay? So I'm thinking that her arm's behind there, but she's got the shield in her hand, right? So a little bit of the shield is poking out here. That's what I'm thinking. So let's do like a Legend of Zelda type shield. So I want to do a blue ass shield with the white outline on it. So I got me some sweet blue here. Alright, and we ain't going to see much of it. We're just going to see a little bit. And even if you don't know it's a shield, you know it's something. So the arm's coming this way. It's going down. Alright, that's a piece of the shield. Now we need some of this sweet ass white. Let's see. Wouldn't you see the underneath? Yeah, it's the underneath of the shield. So it's the side where she has her hand gripped in it, like that. So that's the underneath of the shield. But that's just the little tip, the little edge and shit. But there's so little poking out that you can't fucking, you don't know what fucks up, you know what I mean? So that's pretty sweet right there. you know, I'm looking at them hips and shit. While y'all are thinking of more ideas, if you have any, I'm gonna extend these hips out because she needs bigger ass, or I would like for her to have a bigger ass. Man, that sounded fucked up. I'm sorry. Just to give her a little bit more of an oomph, you know what I mean? Fuck it, poke it out some more. Fucking blend that shit. We're gonna blend it with a fucking finger. That's what I'm talking about right there, son. Alright, that's a little better. I like that. I fucking like that shit. That looks good. Alright, let's back this fucking camera up. Now, I know you guys are coming up with ideas, but I'm gonna try to come up with some ideas myself. So I'm gonna put this back to where you can see the shit. That way, maybe you can have some ideas. Maybe I come up with some ideas. And we're gonna take a minute. We're gonna look at it, and we're gonna see what's up. I'm gonna drink the hell out of this beer while I'm fucking doing it. Alright, so maybe there's a you know what, motherfucker, I already see something. There's a fucking crow on that limb, right above the chick's head. Right above the big boob chick's head, there's a fucking crow up there. So I totally see that. What else do I see up in this bitch? The fucking stars was a great idea. Thank you for that idea, Kelly. Or Brandy Kelly, thank you so much. That was a fucking awesome idea. Fucking fantastic. So I see a crow on that fucking limb, okay? What else do I see up in this bitch? What else do I see up in this bitch? Oh shit, alright. What else we got, bitches? Alright, so I ain't coming up with no more ideas, but I do see that crow. So let's do the crow, and maybe I can come up with another idea. Or maybe y'all can come up with another idea. I don't fucking know, man. Goddamn. Owl instead? Well, an owl is a good idea, but I don't know. I'm really feeling a crow. Like, I don't know if you listen to Nirvana or nothing. If you ever seen the music video Heart-Shaped Box, where you have that generic, like, cutout crow on the limb, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, like a generic, like, cutout crow. That's what I'm kind of feeling right now. So I'm literally just taking black. It's going to be black, and it's going to have one white-ass eye. Okay? So I've got my fucking limb here, right? So let's do the fucking crow beak thingy first. So there's the fucking mouth, right? Got a sweet little head there. Can you see that good? Let's get a little closer where y'all can see that shit. Goddamn, I can't even see the shit. My fucking eyes are cloudy anyway, so go a little closer over there. Where's the shit at? Trying to see. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, good. Now. Alright, so I'm talking about some generic ass shit. Like that right there. If you can't see it right now, you'll see it when I block that shit in. Oh yeah, that looks good. Goddamn, it looks fucking good. I need a little tiny ass filbert. Where's that tiny ass filbert at, son? I'm getting pissed off. Where the fuck's it at? Not that one. There it is. Goddamn it, found it. So I'm going to ejaculate a lot of that black color into the tiny filbert. Start squirting color all up in this crow. Oh yeah. Y'all can see that shit. Y'all see that shit good now? Alright, good. Now we're going to go back to the fucking script liner brush. Ejaculate some of this white onto it. Quite a bit. One eye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. I fucking like that. While I got the script liner, I'm going to go back to the black color. We're going to make some fucking feet here. Y'all ain't going to be able to see this because it's too fucking small, but... That's what I'm talking about. God damn, it looks good. God damn, it looks fucking good. Alright, so, once again, I'm going to put the camera back. I'm going to let y'all take a look at it. And y'all let me know if you have any ideas. And I'm going to come up with some ideas myself. Alright, y'all let me know. I'm going to sit back, I'm going to stare at it and see what the fuck I see. Yeah, I'm actually kind of thinking that myself, Giant Squid. I'm kind of thinking that myself. Yeah, Odin does kind of look like Santa a little bit, but hey, listen, he looks like that anyway, man. He's a fucking guy in a chariot fucking rolling around the sky, so he's gonna look like Santa. Alright, guys. I think we got this one. Okay. This just goes to show you that with the power of alcohol and our imagination, we can achieve anything. You can do it. I know you can. My name is John Mills. I am the Drunken Nerd Painter. Have a nice day. And thank you so much, by the way, for showing up and watching the live stream. We're going to end here in a little bit, but you know, this is going to be a weekly thing. Okay? You know, I do gaming live streams, and a lot of the shit that I do is kind of, I don't necessarily do it on a whim. There's a lot of pre-planning and stuff. But the point of all this is to entertain, for everybody to hang out, have fun, fuck around. So, you know, and maybe while we do it, you learn a little something. Maybe I teach you a little something. Fuck it, I don't know. But anyway, this is extremely fun to me. It always is. I love putting on a show. I love painting, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a fucking YouTube channel where I paint shit like this. So, as always, spread the word. You know, if you have friends or something, let them know. It's always a good time with Big Daddy John Mills. Always a fucking good time. I'm about to fucking burp again. Anyway. And this particular part, I'll cut out of it whenever I put it on my fucking YouTube channel. But, like I said, I mean, we can all produce beautiful fucking images. We really can. All it takes, and I'm being completely real here, I'm not putting on the show, not that I'm doing it before, but, you know, you exaggerate a little bit. If you have any desire to create images of something you want to see, you can fucking do it. You can do it. All you have to do is just sit down and do the best you can and think. You just gotta fucking think. That's all you gotta fucking do. I started painting, and I'm gonna talk as long as y'all are willing to listen, but I started painting. I mean, I did my first painting a really fucking long time ago. I'm talking about 10, 15, 20 years ago. But in terms of really actually painting, you know, I've been, you know, actually, I'll show you right here. It was actually before I started watching Bob Ross, okay? A long ass fucking time ago. I've always been into art and I always wanted to do it, but I always felt like I couldn't do it. You know, I want to be like Frank Frazetta. If you don't know who Frank Frazetta is, he is one of the most influential fantasy artists that has ever lived. And he's from the modern century. He only died a few years ago. And I absolutely loved everything he did, and I wanted to do stuff like that. But I realized that I couldn't fucking do that. Okay? Maybe with enough years and enough practice, I could do it. Obviously, anybody can fucking do it. Talent is a pursued interest. Like Bob Ross says, anything you're willing to practice and try, you can achieve. But I knew that within a reasonable amount of time, I couldn't be able to do that. So then I got to thinking, I was like, well, I have this extreme desire to paint. Why don't I just fucking do it? I don't care what people think. I don't give a shit. I just want to try and do the best that I can and get the images that's in my head out on the canvas. So maybe like 2 years ago, this was the very first painting. I'm going to show you this. And this is actually in my intro, the original intros. Let me find it for you here first. There it is. This right here, and before I show you this, this is kind of a true testament to the drunken paint method, okay? Imagine 2 years ago, I didn't have any of this shit in my head at the time. Okay, didn't have none of this shit in my head at the time. And all I was a person who goes to work, comes home, watches TV, does this or that, dreams of being able to paint images. This is the image that I painted. And the motivation for me painting it was simply, hey, I want to fucking paint. I know I can't do it, but I want to do the best that I can. Okay? And this was the very first painting that I did. Okay? This right here. Get it where it's fucking straight. This is the very first painting that I did. Okay, this was done like 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. I don't fucking remember. Okay? And I'm actually going to explain this to you. Little ass warrior here, obviously. Badass monster. There's Odin right there. There's Odin. And you can't see him real good in the picture, but that's Thor. Actually, you can't see him because the lightning's striking. But that's Thor. Okay? That's the very first painting that I did. I didn't have any inclination of doing anything further than just taking paint and canvas and creating something. And I created this. And this was even before I started watching a lot of Bob Ross. I knew of Bob Ross, but this is before I started watching a lot of Bob Ross. And I produced this image. So this right here is a true testament to the drunken paint method. You can achieve anything that your heart desires as long as you're willing to just fucking go for it. So many people go through their entire life, like I said earlier tonight, they go through their entire life wishing and wanting and dreaming. When the fucking reality of the situation is that you can wish and want and dream, but most people never try. Most people never fucking try. Okay? Let me tell you something. Anything in this world is achievable to a certain extent if you just put all of this into it. I've showed a lot of my paintings. I thought Link. Wait, hold on. What the fuck is that? Is that Cartman from South Park? I thought Link. Ha ha. Actually, you both could be right. It kind of looks like Cartman. It kind of looks like Link. But like I said, I mean, you can go through your entire life wishing and wanting to do something, and you may not necessarily ever be able to do exactly what you want, or be able to achieve exactly what you want to achieve. But you can make a dent in the overall picture of what you're trying to do. I may not ever be able to paint like Frank Frazetta, but God damn it, I can come up with something that I'm happy with and that I think is beautiful. And something like this I think is beautiful. I may show this to 1 million people, and 990,000 of them, 999,000 of them, think it's fucking retarded and stupid and looks like shit. And then there's like 1,000 people who think, oh my God, that's beautiful. That's worth doing it for. It's worth doing it for just yourself. But if you can find people that enjoy what you do, and it doesn't necessarily apply just to painting. If you can find people that enjoy what you create and what you do, that's all you need. That's all you need. Everything we do influences other people, and everything other people do influences us. So there is a lot of value and enjoyment in a sense of self-gratification, or a sense of gratification in being able to take in other people's stuff and have it influence you, and you to create stuff and have that influence them. Something like this may never hang in a museum. Good day, Eric Larson. Have a nice day. Hey, thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Something like this right here may never hang up in a museum. Okay? May never even hang up in nobody's house. But if a few people look at this and they say, God damn, that's pretty fucking sweet. Or maybe they think a little bit deeper into it. It's worth doing. You know what I mean? It's absolutely worth doing. So, think about that for a minute. A lot of people are self-centered, and a lot of people are, they think too big. You know what I mean? And I know that sounds fucking stupid. But a lot of people think too big. You only have to influence a handful of people, just one person really, to make what you do meaningful. And I think what I do, in a sense, I hope is meaningful to some people. Whether or not it's the art that you see, or whether or not it's the show, or, you fucking laughing and shit. All that is, it doesn't matter if exactly what I'm trying to portray is what I want you to take in. But as long as you get something out of watching what I do, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Keep in mind, I'm completely fucking wasted here, so read between the lines a little bit. But anyway, there's one thing that I forgot to do, and I totally need to do that right now, and that is sign this painting. So we're going to fucking do that right now. So we're going to take some red. We're going to take that fucking script liner brush. And we're going to sign this son of a bitch. And I certainly hope you enjoyed watching me paint drunk today. And like I said before, this just goes to show you that with the power of alcohol and our imagination, we can achieve anything. You can do it. I know you can. My name is John Mills. I am the Drunken Nerd Painter. Have a nice day.